And dark. I say hot and dark. She was so tall and dark. And they say good things come in contrast. If her skin was dark as charcoal, then her teeth were white as milk. Her legs were long, starting with her feet, which was light enough to propel her forward movement and avoiding her biceps. Unlike most of our lawyer sisters here, these legs increased in width as we moved up to the hip joint, and they also touched the ground with the lightness of things which were meant to fly. Oh! Did I say fly? If others knew how to run, then indeed Lango women were not runners, but flyers. And if indeed they were flyers, this beauty I'm talking about was a jet fighter. You could only hear the sounds you produce while running. But you could not see her as a motivation. The Lango people would organize a race, a 20,000-kilometer race, and 3 gourds of milk were placed at the end of the finish line at the last competition. Our beautifully crafted princess, Nyar Lango. Nyar Lango was her name. She ran so fast. By the time the other competitors arrived at the finish line, she was finishing the last gourd of milk. Oh, did I say milk? Milk was one of the most treasured drinks in the Lango community. When their heroes returned home with victory, they were welcomed with gourds of mursik, fermented milk. Victory, victory, victory. It had been long since the Lango people tasted victory, because each and every time they were being defeated, it was like placing your sport pesa bet on Manchester United. At the end of it all, the elders sat down, thinking a way forward after numerous defeats, and they realized that they could do nothing. So they sat down and sipped busa. In the beer straws they used, it was fear. In the air they breathed out, it was fear. Even when they looked up at the clouds, and they could see faces, the faces of fear, the fear of the great warrior. Lunda Magere, a man of rock. He came from the land where traditions flow deep into the roots of the black soil. He had supernatural powers bestowed onto him by his ancestors, the oracles, spirits of the land. His body, ladies and gentlemen, could not be pierced by anything sharp, not even a mere needle. But I wonder, did they ever take him to a hospital to get a malaria injection or a polio one? And they say where to one castrated bull's meat, it is the grass which gets turned. Where two fighters like Mayweather and Pacquiao meet, it is a carpet which gets bloody. And Lunda Magere was a fighting warrior. Like when he conquered the New Year warriors, our great warrior returned home with a mukokoteni full of chicken and eggs. Yeah. When he conquered the Maasai, he returned home with 1,000 herds of cattle. But I always thought it was heads, and if so, why did they bring the heads and not the cows? Failures of our great heroes, eh? But that is the man they feared, a man whom spear could not pierce. Men became cowards, such that they could not call women to come and warm their busa. All you could see were their cowardly stealing glances at the queen's heart with no courage to ask for music. But hidden from them was the queen and the princess. Looking at each other and smiling, they asked themselves,
and when will these men know that women can win battles? With the flash of their teeth, and the sway of their hips, and the sweetness of their
tongues. Hey, women were the best Nyumba spice, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, you hear Kakudi talking of Nyumba Kumi, Nyumba Kumi, you can think that is the one who came up with the idea. It started long time ago. Ask women, they know the story better. Away with the Nyumba Kumi. The princess looked at the mother and said,
Mother, it's time to swing into action. This cowardly proud men will never sort out the mess.
And after saying that, she went where the elders were sitting, and she warmed their busa with warm water. The elders sipped with all their energy, but with their faces down, for they feared looking up to the princess' accusing eyes. And they waited her to leave, but she did not. The waiting turned into seconds, minutes, 3 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, who can look down here for 10 good minutes? Eventually their necks started paining, so they looked up into the princess, and there she pronounced the most important words.
I will bring Wanda Magere to you. I will bring him down.
Tomorrow make haste and send emissaries in his land. Inform him that in the honor of his conquest, we bequeath him with the most beautiful girl in our land, our princess, and that I will join him on the third day. And after saying that, she went back to her mother's hut and started the preparations for her epic, dangerous, and daring military mission. The messages were delivered by the emissaries, and everybody smelled a rat. The Nyumbatano People Alliance Yumakumi protested and said that this was a trap. Even the elders who had lived long through experience when the Lango people were powerful warned him, but he could not listen. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let's reason out this together. If you are the strongest man in the world, only you, strongest, you can get anything you like, right? You can beat up everybody, including those bouncers you do see at the clubs. And then, somebody offers you with the most beautiful girl in the world. Hey, Nyar Lango. Hey. Remember the dark shining skin we talked about? Remember the white teeth? Remember the weight of the head head? Even if you are not a Timafisi, I'm sure you'll say yes, right? So natural. Our great warrior, a member of Timafisi par excellence, said yes, a clear indication that every man here, including me, is a member of Timafisi. To the ladies who support my argument, may they say aye. To the men who disagree, may they say nay. The ayes have it. And on the third day, she arrived. And she arrived with cattle, for she had to get enough of mursik, and the low people did not know how to keep cattle. They only ate fish, specifically omena, accompanied with the brown millet ugali. Hey, and they watched Nyar Lango's every step and movement. But equally, she had started implementing her military strategies. In one of the gourds, she had carried the massage oil so that her hands would do the talking to the tough muscles of our great warrior. Lunda Magere smoothened, cuddled, caressed, and leaving him at her own mercy. Of course, she did a lot of nasty things to our great warrior, but I will not say them because I can see kids here, and you know I know what you know, and you don't know what I don't know. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, just like they had promised to watch Nyar Lango's every step and movement, but we realize when we stare keenly at the same place, our eyes tired, right? And sleeping eyes cannot be watchful eyes. Why? It is simply because they are sleeping eyes, and it is in human nature that everybody has to get sick at a certain time in their lives. And so it was to be our great warrior was sick. And during this time, the Mikai had went to see her parents, so the honors were bestowed onto a beautifully crafted princess, Nyar Lango. In this ailing moment, the great warrior called Nyar Lango and said, My dear pumpkin, please cut my forehead and apply this manyasi medicine so that this fever may be cured. Nyar Lango had a razor blade. He took it and tried to cut. It broke. She thought maybe a knife will do this one. She went for it, tried to cut. It became blunt immediately. She thought maybe a pang, a machete will do this one. She went for it, tried to cut. It broke immediately. She asked, my dear husband, how do you cut a skin made of rock? And he replied, pointing at his shadow, it is because you are cutting at the wrong place, woman. Cut the forehead of my shadow. And she took the broken razor blade and went where the shadow was, and she cut. And there she saw blood of the great warrior. Of course, she was excited for knowing the secret to bring him down, but she contained her happiness as a true woman and continued with her business as if nothing had happened. But when the darkness came, ladies and gentlemen, remember I told you she was dark. She blended it and sneaked back with her flying feet to her mother. And she informed the elders of the great secret. And their warriors were now ready to face the great warrior. On the other hand, the Luo warriors were aware of Nyar Lango's betrayal, and so they also came out ready to defend their warrior. The elders warned him not to go out and fight, for his secret was out. But he said, no, I am Lunda Magere. I have to fight with the other warriors. I have to die with them. And in the following morning, ladies and gentlemen, when the sun rays were on the Nandi hills, the two communities were there, exchanging arrows and machetes. All you could hear were the war chants. And their great warrior was struck down by a woman. Ladies and gentlemen, was this great warrior really that great? Struck down by a woman. I am Kelvin Lunda from the university. Of course, I have muscles, biceps, triceps, and even six-pack. Am I not great, ladies and gentlemen? But before I finish my story, for I hear my mother is calling, and who am I to say no to the greatest call from the greatest warrior? I'm sure you have heard my people saying, which says, the hyena taught the rock, even if you cannot respond. I'm sure you have heard. But remember, struck down by a woman. Down by a woman. Strength of a woman.